Hey Primary 5 Math Project, this is Coach Saiful with your daily dose of math mastery, and today we're going to go into assessment paper number 6 on ratio still. And the questions are pretty similar to the kind of questions that we did in the last assessment papers. So let's take a look at the question immediately. For question number 1, it is a very simple, what is it called? Expressing of ratios in the simplest form. So the first one, 72 is to 108. How do we do this? Very simple. 72 is to 108, and if you remember, the only thing we have to do here is to reduce it, is to divide it by the similar numbers. So what is 72 remind you of? What does 72 remind you of? It should remind you of the number 9. So I divide it by 9 here, I divide it by 9 over here. What do I get? What times 9 gives you 72? Come on. The answer is 8, right? So therefore, 8. And what times 9 gives you 108? 9 times 10 gives you 90. 9 times 2 gives you 18. 90 plus 18 gives you, what's that called? 108. Therefore, it's 8 to 12. Can we go further? 8 and 12. You start seeing the pattern. It should be divided by 4. Divide by 4 here, divide by 4 here, you will get what? 2 is to 6. Is that it? Sorry, 2 is to 6 plus 2 is to 3. And that is the final answer. If you got that one right, high five, because you are a math prodigy. Good job. Let's take a look at the second question. The second question is, let's take a look. 4 over 3 is to 4. Now, what do I tell you about fractions? You must always make the common denominator the same. In this case, this is 3, and this is what? Over 1. Anything which is a whole number is always over 1. So what must you do? We must multiply this by 3 and multiply this by 3 as well. So we get 12 over 3 is to 4 over 3 to 12 over 3. What can we do next? We can immediately just remove the 3 below. Why? Because we are actually multiplying this whole thing by 3. So we cancel, 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 cancel. What do we get? We have 4 is to 12. Looks similar again. Divided by 4. Okay, divide by 4. And what do we have? We have 1 is to 3. And that is the answer. If you got that one right, high five, because you are a math prodigy. Good job. Let's move on very fast here to the third one. The third one is 2 years, 6 months is to 7 months. Very, very simple. 2 years, 6 months is to 7 months. What can we do is we can actually make sure the units are the same first. 2 years and 6 months actually what? 2 years is equals to 24 months. 12 times 2. So I'm going to write it down for you. 12 times 2 months. Okay. For 24 months plus 6 months gives you what? It gives you 30. 24 plus 6 gives you 30. 30 is to what? 7. Is that the final answer? Let's think about it. Can we divide this by 3? No. Can we divide by 10? No. By 2? Cannot. Okay, that means that's it. The answer is 30 is to 7. If you got that one right, high five, because you are a math prodigy. Good job. Now we'll move on to part D. Wow, we are really storming through here. 3 kilometers is to 500 meters. 3 kilometers is to 500 meters. Now you have a choice to either make it what's that called? Kilometers or meters. Okay, let me do the easier way, which is to convert kilometers to meters. How many meters are there in 1 kilometer? 1,000. 1,000 times 3 gives you 3,000 meters is to 500 meters. You should be able to do this very simply, really. You cancel the 2 zeros, cancel the 2 zeros, you have what? 30 is to 5. Make it simpler. Divide by 5 on both sides. What do you have? You have 6 is to 1. That's it. Divide by 5, divide by 5. If you got that one right, I'm going to give you a big high five, because you are a math prodigy. Good job. We are really storming through this one. So let's take a look at the last one. Okay, the last one. 6 over 8 is to 2, 1 over 4. This is probably something that you might know or might not know if you pay attention in class. Okay, so let's take a look. First off, like I always tell you, step 1 is to always make what? The denominator the same. So what do we have over here? 8 and 4. 4 times what gives you 8? Times 2. Times 2, 1 below you must be fair to the one on top. You have times 2 on top as well. So you get 6 over 8 is to 2 over 8. Correct? Now, how do we do this then? We have to mix it into a mixed fraction. Therefore, we have 6 over 8 is to what? 2 times 8 gives you what? 2 times 8 gives you 2 big whole. Okay, 2 big whole. In 2 big whole, we have 8 eighths. Okay, in 1 big whole, there is 8 eighths. In 2 big whole, we have 8 times 2 gives you 16 eighths. 16 8 plus 2 over 8 gives you 18 over 8. And then from there, very simple, we can just simply remove the 8 below, we have 6 is to 18. Now what do you see? We can divide it by 2. Yes. Can we divide by 3? Yes. But can we divide by 6? Yes, we can. We have 1. Divide by 6 here. And we divide by 6 here. What do we get? 6, 12, 18. Therefore, we have 1 is to 3. Okay, so if you got those right, I'm going to give you a huge high five because you are a math prodigy. Good job. Alright, so that's basically it. And we just finished this whole thing within like 4 or 5 minutes. And that's very, very fast. Okay, so if you got that one right, go all those right, give yourself a big high five. Alright, next one, I'm going to give you the quote of the week. Now, why am I going so fast? I'm trying to actually demonstrate something here. When you go fast, when you have momentum. Now, what is momentum? Okay, momentum is simple. Okay, momentum is, for example, let's say you are now sitting down. Okay, sitting down. Okay, you have something called inertia because you don't want to move. You haven't started yet. But let's say if you've already woken up, you've already eaten a bit, you have already started walking around, will it be easy for you to start running? Of course you are, because it's actually, you already have momentum. Okay, a better way to say this is actually the example I gave to you, which is a strongman challenge. What the strongman does? The strongman basically pulls a whole huge carrier aircraft, an aeroplane. He pulls an aeroplane. Can you imagine that one man pulling an aeroplane? And what happens at the start? What happens at the start is the thing doesn't move. It doesn't budge a single bit. But then, after a few tries, after pulling it for some time, then it starts moving 1 cm. And then it starts moving 2 cm. Then it starts moving 3 cm. And then it begins to give you more results. And then it gives you, what's that called? 10 cm. Then 1 meter. And then 2 meters and 3 meters and so on and so forth. Now, at the start, it's going to be difficult. You put in 10 times your effort. You put in 10 units of effort. What are you going to get? You're going to get maybe 1 unit of result, or maybe half a unit of result. But as you build that momentum, okay, what will happen is as you do more and more and more, what happens is you actually put in 1 unit of effort and you might get 10 units of results. Like the same thing as the man who's pulling the aeroplane. After a while, it became easy because of the momentum of the wheel. He just had to pull a bit and a bit more and it's already done, right? So similarly here, when you, in your math, for example, if let's say you are feeling stuck, okay, and the thing is you've been trying really, really hard, this is not the time to give up. Why? Because the wheels are just about to turn. And if you stop now, guess what's going to happen? It's not going to budge again. So please keep on figuring it out. Please keep on trying, keep on pushing, keep on pulling. And then one day, what will happen is things will just start clicking. Okay, in your mind, all these math concepts is going to start clicking, fractions is going to start clicking, percentage is going to start clicking, everything is going to start clicking, and then you will begin to see 1 unit of effort gives you 10 units of results. So basically, that is what momentum is. Momentum is the more results, you're going to get more results with less effort, but it only comes after a while. So stay in there, okay, keep there, keep in there, I mean, okay, and actually keep pushing until you begin building that momentum. And if you already have momentum, keep it up, keep it up. Don't slacken now. Keep pushing and you go further and further and further, alright? And that is it. That is the key to success. And that's it. That's all I have for you today. Okay? With that, this is Coach Saiful signing off saying you are a math prodigy. Good job.